What's good, YouTube? Hitman X. Make sure I hit that like, hit that sub. Show your boy some love. So, I got to put my GM cap on for this one because I hear a lot of people talking about Kyle Lowry going to the Clippers. Uh, I'm hearing that trade scenarios and stuff like that. Shout out to y'all, man, because like I said, man, this ain't an easy situation to touch on, to speak on, because the Los Angeles Clippers are in a bad situation cap-wise, and it's not easy. Like I said, it's not easy to make the salaries match and come up with a logical solution for the Clippers to get better. But I found a trade, right, and a situation in which it could possibly work. Would they get better? Who knows? But if we're entertaining this Kyle Lowry nonsense, I call it nonsense because, in my opinion, I feel like the Clippers could just stay packed and still be competitive. They just had a breakdown. They just had a meltdown. That's all it is, It's not the time to hit the panic button and to blow it all up. But if y'all want to blow it all up, cool. I found a situation for y'all. First of all, let me break down the Atlanta Hawks, right? So you got Jeff Teague and his, not just say mediocre contract. I mean, to get paid $19 million and then to play the way he played, it's a bad contract. So he's off the books. Chandler Parsons is off the books. We haven't seen him in I don't know how long. Clint Capella, he getting paid $16 million. Dwayne Dedman, he's at 13. You got DeAndre Hunter, Trae Young, Cam Reddish, John Collins, and Kevin Huerter. That's your core five right there. That's your core five. And I like the Hawks. Don't get it wrong, man. I like the direction they're going in. They passed on Luka Doncic. They messed up on that one. But they still have Trae Young, who's a promising guard. And they have time to build a team before they actually have to pay these young players. So they're positioned to be a competitive team moving forward. And I feel like, yeah, this is too early to say it, but pretty soon people are going to realize what I'm speaking about the Hawks. They are in the right direction. Look, they got a 1, they got a 2, they got a 3, 4. They need a 5. They're looking for their 5. You see, they got Clint Capella, Dwayne Dedman. They're paying them all that money. They gotta unload those contracts. They have to. One of the two. Otherwise, they're gonna be looking for a center for years to come. I do feel like if they're gonna trade anybody, it's going to be Clint Capella. So let's just say he's getting traded, right? So Clint Capella, remember, he's getting paid $16 million, right? So you got Clint Capella. You got the Los Angeles Clippers, who are in a bad situation. Like I said, they're paying Paul George and Kawhi Leonard $70 million combined. So those are the two untouchables. Patrick Beverly, he getting paid $13 million. You got Lou Will at $8 million. Let me see. You got Zubac at $7 million. You got JaMychal Green on a player option at $5 million. Ronnie Magruder also at $5 million. Landry Shamet, he's at $2 million. And that's about it. Those are the assets that I see that are movable, right? Everybody else is pretty much staying pat. So let's go to the Toronto Raptors, right? Because they're saying that Kyle Lowry is rumored to go to the Los Angeles Clippers. And the Clippers in my opinion, the Clippers and the Toronto Raptors are not going to do a straight up trade because no team wins that trade. So you got Kyle Lowry at $30 million, right? You got and that's going to be the asset that moves because they still have what? Let me see, nearly $20 million to play with. Well, over $20 million. They got like $23 million. Let's say $25 million to play with. So you send Kyle Lowry to the Clippers, right? Send Kyle Lowry to the Clippers. You have to make it match. You have to make the numbers match, right? You have to match that $30 million in cap if you're going to move. So the Clippers send over, right? They send Patrick Beverly, Lou Will. They send Patrick Beverly and Lou Will to the I had this in my head, to the Hawks. Yeah, you send Patrick Beverly and Lou Will to the Hawks, right? you send Zubac and Landry Shamet to the Raptors, and the Hawks send Clint Capella over to the Raptors. So with that, right, you got basically Landry Shamet, Zubac, and Clint Capella for Kyle Lowry, and you got Kyle Lowry for Patrick Beverley and Lou Williams. So every team, in my opinion, kind of wins. I feel like the Hawks, they still have that flexibility somewhat. They still have a lot of room to move with. Like if you add Lou Will and Patrick Beverley, that's just 21 mil. You know, so it's about what? Let me go back to the Hawks. Sorry about that, man. I'm doing this off the head. I'm doing this off the head, mind you. So you're only adding 4 mil, so they still have flexibility to do something. You know, to add a couple of pieces with Patrick Beverley and Lou Will. So it's not bad. The thing about the Toronto Raptors, though, they have no point guard, but they still have their cap space because, let me see. Hold on, let's go back to the Raptors. Yeah, you take away Kyle Lowry, right? You add Zubac, Landry Shamet, that's $9 million, and Clint Capella, that's about 17 mil. So that's like 26 mil. So they saved $4 million. You re-sign Fred VanVleet. They still have enough cap to sign Serge Ibaka. Yes, they'll be over the luxury tax, but even then, that's still a solid squad, you know? That's still a solid squad. And the Clippers, they get the player that they want, Kyle Lowry, you know? So every team wins. In my opinion, I feel like the Clippers lose because now you're not as deep as you were before. And that's why I say they should stay pat, you know? But everybody feels like they need to make a move, and they want Kyle Lowry in the Clippers. So if that were to happen, this is the only way it could happen. It's a 3-way trade, and I feel like that trade works, you know? If that's who they want, that trade will work. Somebody put that in the trade finder and make sure the numbers work, because I just did this off the top of my head. I ain't really crunched the numbers like that, but if it works, I feel like the Clippers need to entertain it if that's who they really want. If they really want Kyle Lowry, they need to try to see if they could, you know, make a 3-way trade, because that's the only way this shit gonna work. But Hitman Next, that's all I got. Hit that comment section. Let me know how you feel about this one. I'm out of here.